Art has always been a weird concept for me. One thing I know for certain, maybe the only thing, is art is self-expression. But what is self-expression? Why do we create things to convey thoughts and emotions when we could just say it?
I'm an artiste.
We've always done it. Could it be that some form of artistic expression is necessary for human nature? Or is this simply just different forms of entertainment we use to pass our meaningless time?
This is it. My masterpiece.
Crystal Thurley is a young and inspiring artist who pushes herself into every category. Her recent animation, A Shy Song, was nominated for an award. It's the story of a young bear who wants to express their art to the world, but is held back by their own fears. It's through the help of a fox that they can really feel support and grow and reach their full potential. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Now, you were nominated for an award for that animation.
Yeah, ended up getting into DotMotion, which is like an event held by my my university, and essentially it's got all student work that's nominated into it, and then we have people come in from outside, so there's all like industry experts that then come in and they kind of scout for people for their studios. So.
Awesome, and it's a beautiful, heartwarming story. It really is. I love it. What I love most about it, though, is how you've put in your own life experience into the story and the characters. Like, you yourself have street performed around Sydney. You still do it now.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering to what extent your own life affected your art and characters.
Yeah, so like at the moment, yeah, I go busking around central Sydney and like in South Concourse Tunnel. Like I do it now as a way to get just to get out and be able to perform for people, because like I miss it so much from high school when I used to do like concerts and everything. But yeah, you didn't used to be at that level. Like, I was super shy, couldn't perform in front of anyone. I was just like, no, has to be perfect before I even get up on stage. Couldn't perform in front of family. Like, I was just really insecure about myself. So this animation was kind of something to tell my story through that. So it was from where I started to where I am now, and kind of summed up in a vague sort of sense.
Yeah, right. And who's the fox?
I think the fox is just representative of like friends and family and everyone who was around me. So like it took me trying to, I was trying to perform, I was trying to get better at it, but I couldn't do it on my own. And that's what the animation's supposed to be about as well. It's like you can't always do things on your own. It's good to try, and it's good to try and get yourself like you get yourself there on your own merit, but then sometimes you also need the help of other people.
It's awesome that you have such a great support system, but what about the people in Sydney that you're actually performing for? Do you find, busy street goers, city goers, are they supportive of you and your art itself?
Yeah, I find a majority of them are quite supportive. They, you get quite a few people that walk past and they're not entirely sure how to, receive buskers, because a lot of like the stigma around busking is, it's like poor people on the street trying to get money, but a lot of people don't understand there's like a whole system in place behind it. So you have to get a permit, you have to be regulated, it's all government issued. So then my main goal is just to perform and be happy and like make other people happy through that. So you get the few people that are kind of like hesitant and they skip around. But yeah, there's a lot of people that come past and they just really enjoy it. So I have quite a few kids that come past and they're dancing and the parents are like, yeah, come on, and the kids are like, nah, I'm staying here, I'm dancing, I'm good.
Obviously you're talented in multiple forms of art. I want to know what drives your creativity. I want to know, your animation is a personal experience, but is it only your personal experiences that you aim to present and express?
I guess my main inspiration with art, like ever since I was a lot younger as well, is just being able, like the idea of creating something out of absolutely nothing. So it's just an idea in my head that I can then turn into something tangible. And then with that as well, it's something tangible that can then like spread to others and other people can have that influence. and it can help other people. So there's quite a few people that make, there's art and stories with a moral behind it that's supposed to, teach and guide people to where they're supposed to go. And I guess that's where I want to go with my art, is to make stuff that can inspire other people to do what they want to do.
That's awesome. And as someone who's so creative and, able to express themselves, do you think that you have a different perspective on the world than some people who, aren't as expressive or creative?
Yeah, I feel like everyone kind of goes through life with a different perspective depending on what they do. So I guess creatively, I've got that different perspective of, there's color, form, shape, all just the bare bones basics of art in itself. So,
and you see those in everyday life.
Yeah, and I take inspiration from pretty much anything that's around. So there's like really cool buildings that, someone's had to come up with that, and there's been ideas and inspiration behind all of those things that then inspire other people. So like I see a lot of architecture and just nature and everything around, and a lot of people see, yeah, that's, it's a cool plant, that's cool, but I'll take photos of it and go, oh cool, how can I draw this? What colors are involved? How can I turn this into something that's like 10 times more magical than it is? That's awesome.
That's awesome. I suppose a question that I've always wanted to ask an artist is, what actually is art? What is it? What would you define art as, and what does it mean to you?
Oh boy.
I know, it's a big one.
It's a big one, and it's a question that you're going to get a different answer from everyone you ask, because there's like, not only with art like in itself, there's just the different forms of art, there's different types, different mediums, so everyone's going to have a different experience with it. But I guess like art to me is inspiration and sharing ideas with other people. So it's kind of putting a piece of yourself into whatever you're creating, and then trying to share that piece of yourself with
inspiration and sharing ideas with people.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's fine.
As we were saying, there are, limitless types of art.
Yep.
I want you to list them off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so digital's my main form of art. That's where I usually do all my stuff. Traditional's pretty fun. But even in that, there's so many different mediums of art in traditional. So you've got, like pencil drawings, like painting and works. Then also like sculpting as well. That's a lot of fun.
It's the tree of art.
What about memes? Do you consider memes to be an art form? You express yourself, you share it with people?
Yeah, under my definition of art, I guess it would be. Yeah, photography as well. I love photography so much. It's probably more of a hobby than it is something that I would say like I would do professionally, but it's still like, it's a lot of fun. I love it. Let's see, music, I guess, would be an art form. Dance, don't really dance, I can't dance, but still a lot of fun. But
I can dance. I got some moves.
Oh no. Ready? Yep. Very good. Oh wow, very fun.
And have you declare that you are a teacher?
I don't really do that because I feel like I have too many cards.
Okay.
Alright.
It's too poor to buy a new phone case. As you can tell, I have taped it together with gaffer tape that I have stolen from school.
She is a licensed art teacher, and we're here to investigate how easy it is to be an artist. I'm going to show you a series of photographs, and I want you to give your in-depth art analysis. What do you think about this piece?
Wow, what do I think of this? Well, I tried creating an artwork that was similar to this before, and my art teacher told me that I was blocking the same. So, I'm not too sure here. Maybe, again, we have a terrible person right here.
Oh.
I actually call this one Society, and it's inspired by Joke 2019. Make sure you check it out at the cinemas today. Next photo!
Wow. There's a lot of mocking of culture I'm seeing here. It seems to be quite a trend that this overly white person standing right next to me. someone else's culture, I see.
I actually call this one the worship of Roger Waters. Final photo. Final photo.
Okay. Wow. So again, I think the meat culture is really big here. What you have is a very shocked face, but it kind of resembles like the Focus artwork of, Green Line, which was a very Matisse, well not Matisse, I forgot his name now, but it was a very,
Do you have a title? What's next?
boy with the green background.
I'm correspondent, and this has been Current Affairs.
Just on the point of, like trying to get a job as an artist and the stigma behind it, it's one of those things that, yeah, it's really hard because compared to other jobs where, you go out and you do the degree and you've got the certified, experience and you can just put that on your resume and go, yep, I'm certified to do this. Can I have the job? Art is more networking. So it's more like getting out there, meeting people in the industry, getting that communication and that rapport, and also having the art style that matches that business. So you can, you could be really good at what you do, really good at the animation, really good at the art, but it's not what the studio is looking for.
You were nominated for the Ink Art and Design
Yep.
exhibition, where you actually sold some prints.
Yeah, I did. It was pretty cool. I did a course in business as well. And
Oh, really?
yeah, it was just through high school. And kind of learnt there that any sort of job, anything that you try to do personally, it's going to take max, plus over 5 years to actually get anything up off the ground. And that's where a lot of people fail.
That means there's going to be a lot more interviews coming for 5 years.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where, you can't do something once and go, yeah, okay, I've put up one animation or one video and that's it. I'm going to get famous overnight. It's unreasonable.
It's kind of what I was hoping to accomplish. But,
Sorry to burst your bubble.
but not only are you a successful artist, but you're also a merchandiser.
Yeah.
And I've got a bit of a personal bone to pick with you.
Oh no.
And I haven't disclosed this to you off camera. This is live that I'm catching you in a trap.
Yep.
Recently, for a convention, you started to sell badges,
Yep.
customized badges,
Mhm.
and keychains.
Yes.
What inspired you to do this business?
Well, it was actually one of my friends. So she approached me and was like, hey, I want to go and do Supernova and have a table, but a lot of the times, in a big event like that is going to be expensive. So she wanted to halve the table. But a lot of the other people that she'd asked about it, they all kind of dropped out. So she was like, hey, do you want to go halves in this table with me? And I was like, sure, it's an experience I haven't had before. So I figured, it might be costly, but it'll be something that I can learn from.
Well, my grudge is I have reason to believe that you've ripped me off. Because
Why?
I,
Oh, no.
ladies and gentlemen, am actually a badge merchandiser.
I'm correspondent. We're here investigating theft of small business ideas and additional tax fraud. Excuse me, ma'am, how do you feel about the stealing of small business ideas?
Why do I always have to be the one in the wig?
In high school, which we did end up actually going to the same one,
Yep.
I
no.
had a personal badge business, and then I leave high school, and what happens? Suddenly, someone else is roaming around selling badges.
I'm sorry.
And I saw Mr.
Bruh.
Yep.
You sold him a badge, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
You know who
I'm
else
sorry.
sold him a badge? That traitor. He used to be a customer of my badge shop.
Well, come on. Can't
I mean,
just
look,
have one.
they're pretty awesome. Look at that. You got
They
your
are pretty awesome.
Angry React one, sad Toby Maguire.
Yep. But see, the difference with yours
T-posing
is
Daffy
yours
Duck.
is things that people
Much
already
less
know.
quality.
No, not even that. It's things that people already know, and it's like products and things that people look at and go, yeah, I know that already, but all mine's just the art that I've made.
Do you want to show us some of yours?
Sure.
So, are you saying that you didn't rip off my business?
Well, yeah.
Are you saying that?
Are
Is
you
that
the
is
only
that
person
your?
that can sell buttons in the one area? Like, come on.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I am the one person who can sell buttons in the one area.
No.
You gonna describe some of these for us?
Yeah, sure. So a lot of this stuff was when I was trying to prep for Supernova, I was trying to be as efficient as possible because I also had full-time uni that I had to worry about. So I kind of had to save myself time, but then also get all the products out. So a lot of these, they show up in multiple different places rather than just buttons. So I've got this tiger one that I made quite a few years ago that I thought, yeah, it would look cool as a badge. A lot of these I kind of used as a way to just practice art as well as doing Supernova, because then that's me practicing my talents and learning new skills, but then also getting product out. So it was just trying to be efficient. So I practiced a lot of like geometric kind of stuff.
I love the fox.
Yes, the fox is like one of my favorites. I put it on pretty much everything. So I got him as a little keychain as well.
Actually, yeah, one of your favourite prints of mine is the fox as well, isn't it?
It's hiding under the bag.
We'll
but yes.
get to that one soon. But I do admire your marketing, merchandising. You know, even though you've ripped me off, you've got to get your bag, as our good friend Kdrip said.
Yep.
You haven't even watched my other interview, have
I've
you?
watched the video. Come on. I did my research.
As I did mine. You're currently studying 2D animation.
Yeah.
I want to know what it is about animation that gets to you.
I guess as like the stuff that I was talking about before with, you know, having an idea and then, you know, bringing it to life. Animation's just that next step towards bringing something to life because it's physical movement, or like it's the imitation of movement is essentially what animation's all about. So that was like my inspiration, or I guess when I first thought of doing animation, it was in the movie cinema. I went and saw, I think it was either How to Train Your Dragon 1 or 2, and it kind of just hit me like a brick. And I was like, hey, I can do that, because, you know, I've been doing art for years since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where I was like I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself yet, and it was, you know, year 11, year 12, and I still had no idea. And then, yeah, went to the movies, and I was like, all right, cool, I can do this. Like, it was a perfect way for, like, in my opinion, for me to just mix everything that I wanted to do in the one place. Because, you know, you got music, so every animation's got to have some sort of soundtrack behind it, so I could do my music. And then bring the stories that I wanted to do, like, bring them to life in the sense of animation.
How to Train Your Dragon has a very good soundtrack as well, so I can understand why that would be your jumping off point.
So my main inspiration and like my main artistic goal at the moment kind of revolves around my sister, because you know, she's going through a lot of the stuff that I was going through at her age, and it just feels painful to watch her go through that same thing without, you know, like I'm able to help her because I've been through the same thing. So I've been trying to guide her through, you know, that struggling life that she's trying to go through with high school and friends and, you know, losing people, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of people don't have that. Like, I didn't have that. I didn't really have that person to, you know, guide me and show me where to go. But I had, you know, books. I was absolute book nerd. Loved to read, and that would be my way of, you know, learning to cope with everything. So artistically, that's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to make stuff that can teach people and guide people and save them, I guess, the pain of the experiences I've gone through.
That's awesome.
So then, yeah, but commercially,
that's really respectable.
Yeah, I think my goal would just be, like, I'm not sure if I want to pursue art as a full-on career in the sense of, like, I don't know where I'm going to be in 5 years or how life changes, because, like, I've been trying to see life as a sort of jack of all trades type of thing. So if you latch onto one thing, that's all you're going to know for the rest of your life.
That's cool.
Would love to pursue animation as like a full-on career and be able to, you know, make my living off of that. But then it's also just experiencing other things. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
Awesome.
But cool.
Thank you.
Thanks for the chat.
Dropping by.
Yeah, no worries.
For some reason I can't explain.